Hello everyone, I'm at Kynance Cove in Cornwall and I found a location down here which I'm really interested in. I came down during the day and took a mental note of it. So I'm heading there now. I thought I had an hour's worth of sunset, but there's a low level cloud on the horizon, so I'm gonna have to work around that. I bought the drone as well, just in case it's interesting. It's not very windy, so I might be able to get a few shots there. I come from Porth, Leven. That's where I'm staying in a cottage, and it's taken about 20 minutes to get here. And I'll update you in a bit. Hello everyone. The sun has pretty much gone behind the cloud now. It's just a small little tip just sticking out. I've taken my shots, so didn't have time to vlog it at the same time as take the shots. So let me just explain what I've done. So you can see this little bit of rock here. I photographed the panoramic from here into the cove. I think that's going to make a fantastic shot, and it looked like it came out all right. But I'll see you when it gets back in Lightroom and I'll stitch it together. I might have a go at flying a drone around here while there's still a little bit of light. Might make for an interesting shot. I took each one of these shots on a fixed focus, and I literally focused in the cove on one of the buildings, where each shot is about 1/3 overlaying the last shot, and my tripod is level, so I can literally just take the shot, 2-second timer, and I'm moving it along, and then I'm taking the next shot. So I move it along, let the tripod steady, take the shot, move it along, let the tripod steady, take the shot. And then probably the last one, take the shot. There's a few reasons why I've gone for this composition. I normally like something in the foreground, but when I came up here early in the day, I've been walking around down in the cove. There's a few nice little ones down there if you want to rush about, get those last minute ones. But you're also dependent on the tide. You can get locked out in a particular area, which I really like here. There's a little gap where you can walk around to a little secret beach, and there's some caves, and there's a big massive rock right in the middle of it, separated by the sea, and yeah, you can't really get to it, but yeah, it makes a really interesting split in the landscape. I'll show you on here actually, and the reason why I've gone for this composition. So I'm just going to make this so I can see what's going on. Get that ISO up for you, and then I'm going to hit record. So what I'm going for here is this split. I love the way there's a divide in this bit of landscape here, and all the rocks are separated. You can just about see all of them separated out there. There's like one over here that's kind of separated. This one here is my main one, and I really like the way that that reaches around the back but doesn't quite touch this bit of land here. Now if I zoom out, try and get the whole thing in, so I've got this lovely little cove down here with some buildings. It gives a nice scale to it, so I've included them in my pano as well. And then as I move around, you see it comes to an end, and I kind of like that. It's to me, it was just perfect when I came up here earlier, and it wasn't too far away from the car park. It's literally a 5-10 minute walk to get here. But yeah, I really like this one. I'm so glad I didn't go back down there and spend a whole evening chasing literally nothing now because the sun's already gone down. But yeah, I'm hoping that I've got that little ball of sun just before it went behind the cloud over in the background, and you know, bringing back some colour into that image, so it'd be like a pinky sky, orangey sky with the turquoise sea. Should look really nice together. Those two colours are really going to complement each other. But yeah, I'll show you the image. So I'm going to take the drone out and I'm going to see if I can get a few shots with that. It's a little bit breezy, but I think it's all right. It should cope. I got the DJI Mini 2 with me, which I'm going to have a go at taking a shot while I'm out there. I mean, anything can happen still at the moment. The sky can potentially still get more red. So I'm still going to hang around. My SLR is ready. But I'm going to see if I can get a drone shot. Just got a bit breezy, but I think again I'm all right here. So on with the controller first. Make sure my screen is unlocked and the app is waiting. There we go, it's waiting now. Oh, just kicked me out of the app. Back in there again. DJI Fly. Take the guard off, which I keep forgetting. I might not be able to take off from here. I'm in a restricted zone. It's weird because I saw someone flying here not too long ago on YouTube. So, yeah, very weird. That's a shame. I'm going to try one more composition here. I put the camera in its portrait orientation, and what I'm going to try and do here is sweep across and see if I can get some of the foreground, because there's a little bit of rock here sticking out and it's all grass that leads all the way around to the cove. I'm not sure if it's going to come out, but I'm going to have a go anyway because, well, why not? I'm already here. And I do like a good bit of foreground in my images. I think it's a good anchor point and then lead you in. I'm just going to sweep across now. I'm not zoomed in too much. I'm, where am I? I'm at about 20, maybe 30 mil, maybe 30 mil. Just sweep across. It's gone a bit flat now. There seems to be no light on top of things. The sky is a bit lighter than all the foreground and this side because the sun has obviously gone in front of me. Ideally, you probably want the sun to one side because then it just gives a bit of 3-dimension to your image. Backlit sometimes works, particularly if you've got a good bit of mist that the sun's got to cut through. So I'm going to see how that comes out. I'm going to try again, but this time I'm going to do, because that was 7.1 aperture. Now I adjusted that for the video earlier, so I'm going to have another go because I'm a bit worried I might not have done that right. Just going to have a little sample swing of the camera to make sure it swings pretty much level, and it does. Take my shots. 1. Keep going through. Now my tripod, the head particularly, allows me to lock the ball head at the top after I've leveled the tripod, which also has a spirit level in it. and then I've also got a spirit level in the upper head bit as well, which I'm not using. I'm just level the tripod itself, and then just lock the ball head into an angle, and then just sweep through my landscape. It's level enough for me to put right in Lightroom later without losing too much of the image. I do it freehand as well, because that does work. You just got to have quite a steady hand and lock the camera to yourself while you're moving around. I want to talk to you why I feel that this image isn't working for me. The amount of water you're seeing there is a bit too much for my liking, and the right hand side, the cliff that's sort of coming in the bottom corner, is perhaps a little bit too much as well. So what you want to do is try and work out some kind of balance. What might work is if you get a little bit lower on that rock down in the bottom left. Now that could work. Just get lower on there, and that should bring the land up a little bit more and cover some of that sea up. And that's what I think you're looking for. And yeah, that would have made a much better panoramic shot, in my opinion. So I haven't touched this image up. I'm just going to reject it. I just wanted to show you why I think this image doesn't work. Okay, let's move on. Okay, I think that is as good as it's going to get. I can't fly my drone because I'm in a restricted area, and I can't get any data on my mobile because I'm in a bit of an awkward place. I'm quite low down, and I know the signal way back at the car park. I probably could fly here, but you know, why take the risk? The wind has just started to pick up a little bit as well as soon as the sun has gone. I always find it does the opposite. The wind normally dies down when it comes to the sunset. But there you go, that's one image or two images you'll probably see tonight. Sorry I haven't moved too much around, got a few more. Sky's still a little bit pink, but I feel like I kind of taken this shot now, and the light has pretty much gone from this side. It's got quite hazy and muddy in those little dark areas. But I'm going to head off now. I'm going to get out of this sketchy area before it gets too dark. I've got a head torch with me, but you know, while it's light you can see well ahead. Well ahead of yourself. It's a beautiful little area though. I'll show you this side of it. Quite popular with photographers. There you go. Nice little area down there to photograph. I imagine when the sun's more south, it probably gets a bit of side light onto that rock out there, which would look really nice because it'd be dark in the foreground with this big rock here that I'm standing on, shielding the light from coming through. So that light out there will just hit that big rock, and I imagine it'll look glorious in the sun. So I'm heading back now. I'm not going to take any more shots here, I don't think. I don't think I fancy walking down. Bit of a trek to get back up, and I haven't eaten dinner yet. But I'm pretty much on my own here at the moment. There's no one up there, no one down here. All the benches are empty. You can probably get away with bringing a picnic down. It's not really cold either, as you can see. I'm only wearing a mid layer and a t-shirt. Yeah, really glad I came down here. I think I've got a shot, and I've already shared that with you by now. Hope it came out all right. Look at that. It's amazing down there. Absolutely stunning scenery. So, know this, you don't have to climb the highest mountain to get the best shot. You just have to be quite tactical about where the sun's going to go down. And yeah, just maneuver to a position where you're going to get everything in place. Like, look at this. There's a gap big enough between these two cliffs, and yeah, it's enough separation there to make a good shot, and then have this one in the foreground. Yeah, absolutely stunning, really is. I've no idea what this is like during a sunrise. I imagine as the sun creeps up, it will hit the top of those rocks further out there before it hits anything in here. And if you've got a mist, oh wow, that's magic adding to the pot there. I came down here during the day and it was quite foggy. It was just starting to lift, but you can still see it sort of blowing up on the cliffs over the back here. And I've got an image of that. If I still have it, I'll upload that as well, so you can have a look and you see what I mean. Yeah, I think I've had that. Yeah, got that shot. I would have done a lot of running around to try and get a few images, but there was only one in mind that I really, really wanted. The sun wasn't as red or set as low as I wanted to, but I'm happy. I can bring some of the colours back if it's too cold, and which I suspect it is, because my raw image did look a little bit blue, not representing what I was seeing. So I'll have to, from memory, try and bring that back in Lightroom, and you can do that many ways. What I might do, if you're interested, I'll show you how I do that, but you'll have to ask me in the comments down below, and if I get enough, then I'll show you my process of bringing colours back. Right, I think that's it for me now. If you haven't already, give me a like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below. I will get back to you. And if I don't get time to knock out another video here, I'll see you back in Hampshire or Dorset, whichever it may be. But for now, bye bye. See ya.